Okay. Just gonna keep half an eye on my audio levels, make sure they're good. Looks like everything will be working out just fine. Now, microphone, I know I faced you slightly more to the left than this before. Why are you now pointing to the right again? I mean, it's fine. I just don't know why you're doing it. If this does an awful thing, I apologize in advance. There we go. Just wanted to make a minor adjustment. It's hard to tell from the camera because you're seeing it from the other side of it. It had sagged ever just so slightly this way compared to where I put it before I started. It was an incredibly minor thing, but it was going to bother me, so I fixed it. As I do. Whether it'll have any actual impact at all, probably not. Besides, when have I not needlessly fiddled with things? Okay, yeah. That was me just realizing the pieces of the arch are actually on the map. Okay, everything that thing does, not allowed anymore. Only I may spin. Not sure I approve of those bees either. But now we've got gold. Other than the coin kind of gold. Who knows whether that'll do anything for us, really, but it might. It's a fantasy world, so they're going to ignore the fact that gold is too soft to be of much use. This appears to lead somewhere else rapidly, so we may as well go this way first. Leave no gold unstole. Mega Plum. Ah. This is a hostile camp. I see. These must be the bandits that people were saying filled Archvale. And they are hurting me a lot. Okay. I disapprove of these bandits. I do, however, approve of their tents being solid enough that they cannot hurt me. I also have some mild concerns about the fact that we're picking up scraps of bandit. I'm going to assume it's actually scraps of their equipment, but I kind of want to believe that we're just bringing bits of these guys along. I'm going to make things out of. And just like that, civilization collapses when there's no one to manage it. See, definitely seems like every fountain will give me a bonus. I'm not sure I want to be here, but I like this music. Okay, I shoot blue and it slows down occasionally. Okay. Fair enough. I don't see a town in this area, so I feel like we've gone awry somehow. So I was hoping to not have to go back to town to find out what this gold ore does, but it looks like I'm gonna have to backtrack if I want to find out what it does for me in terms of making things. The fact that we are still finding gold in here, though, tells me I'm not going too far out of my way. At the very least, things here don't seem to be exceptionally spongy or anything. So I'm going to assume I at least somewhat belong here. Whether it's the advisable choice or not, who can say, but that's fine. When have I done the advisable thing anyway? That's a real big crab. I'm assuming it's got a defense move, since I keep seeing it put a shield above its head. Doesn't really seem to be helping it that much, though. It's much better off with the move of shoot me in the face. Well, whatever we use gold ore for, we'll probably be able to do it just fine at the rate we're going. Did we have 70 so far? Okay, the amount of crabs in here is a bit of a problem. Oh, first death, because I didn't anticipate them actually managing to land a shot in there. Okay, looks like we only lose gold when we die. Mildly unfortunate, but acceptable. And I'm gonna hazard a guess that it was exactly half, considering it popped up 270 and I have 271 left. So let's paddle on back to town, since it isn't actually that far, and see about getting some better equipment. Because we've got both these bandit scraps and some gold to figure out what we're doing with. And I've been wielding this shell axe since the start of the game, so I'm betting it's fallen off a little bit. Maybe not majorly, but it's probably about due. What? I don't know what transpired there. Aside from an enemy jumped in the water and killed itself. Neat. Free ring. Back in the Cradlewood. I appreciate the fact that it still pops up the name of the zone even after you've been there once. 'Cause some games will just refuse to tell you what a place is after the first time. It's like, no, you should know by now. What if I don't know? What if I forgot? No. Aha, you've brought me Mega Plums. Seems we have all the Mega Plums we need to make a start. Now let me work my magic. Better healing brew. Oh yeah, we have enough iron to actually start making iron stuff too, but that's immediately out of date at this point. Attack speed, you say? I lose 1 defense, gain 4% attack speed. I don't think I'm gonna bother with that. I'm sad that there is no golden throwing weapon. I would need to get a boomerang. Wait, I think I can buy a boomerang. Hold that thought. Wait, you. You do not sell a boomerang. You are a disappointment. Do you have new badges? No. Let me grab these, though, before I forget they exist. It can't hurt to have them on hand. Okay, so we're missing the boomerang, so we can't actually make a better ranged weapon. At least of the throwing kind. I guess I could just make a golden bow. That is a pretty significant damage uptick with the same range. I'm gonna lose the piercing that the axe has. Is the only really unfortunate thing. I mean, I could have just made the iron throwing axe as well, but I wanted the full benefit of extra damage. I mean, I still could just make the iron throwing axe as well and just shift back and forth as needed. It's an option. Having a nice melee weapon wouldn't be the worst idea, though, I think. And of course, dagger is range 0. Is, you know, gotta be real up close and personal. I'll make the crab scale mail because it gives a damage bonus and it's still higher defense. And it kind of fits the hat a little better. Yeah, I don't think we need iron so badly that I can't afford to do that, so I'll go ahead and make the axe as well. Pawn off some of this extraneous crap. Or they won't buy it. Okay. Well, in case any of this stuff upgrades, I guess I'll just throw it in here then. Let the hoarding commence again. Where we hoard everything. That amethyst ring is tempting, but I'm not going to take that. The fact that that ring's +2, though, makes me realize I might be able to... upgrade this? No. What about this? No. This? Okay, no, he is only gonna upgrade weapons. I guess you just have to get lucky to get something that isn't a weapon as a plus anything. And it does cost a little bit of money. We'll go ahead and make that +1, just to fully make this a better weapon. It'd be nice to have some means of fast travel or something. But it won't take us that long to get there anyway. And hopefully the improved healing brew will help keep us from dying a second time. I would have been just as happy never dying, but well, can't have everything you want. Actually, on that note, let's see what's over this way since we're at this crossroad right now. Yep, I am a genius. Only the wisest of people will set off bombs in front of their own face. Oh, there's another dodging challenge. At least I'm going to assume it's going to be dodging again. Might be combat this time. Who knows? Nope, same thing again. Okay. They have mild tracking this time, which is a concern. If these projectiles didn't time out, this would be a serious issue. Oh boy. Because remember, if we get touched once, we gotta start a section of this challenge all over again. Kinda like that. I thought I was gonna get under it enough that I could get around it. Turns out, no, not quite. Ah! This is gonna take a hot minute. Because they're tracking just enough that I can't just graze by them with any consistency. Ah! That one I fumbled. That one's on me. I need to do this fast so they don't hit critical mass on the screen. I would like to say right now that I'm fundamentally disappointed in myself on that one. I dashed, but okay. I guess I didn't dash quick enough. So that whole idea of making sure they don't hit critical mass, yeah, I don't think we're gonna pull that idea off. I don't think I'm fast enough. Man. Some of these patterns are a little bad. I ran out of dashes. I can see the path between the shots. I just don't always make it there. And then sometimes my hand just decides, no, you want the death. The death is a good thing. Clearly the death is exactly what you want. Ah. I thought I had died on that first hit, but apparently that one was forgiving. Interesting. That one wasn't. I think we were better off with the crabs. I think the crabs were a better problem. There was no fixing that one, not without letting the whole situation reset. Bloody hell. And this isn't even the hardest part, because there's going to be a section with 3 of them if I make it through this one. Well, good news, I made it. Bad news. Oh, there's 4 of them! Great! Great! I am so pleased. You could just hear the big happy smile. Oh, God. What have I signed up for? I thought I could outrun that one. Why am I getting pinged? I had meant to post that I was streaming, and then realized just now, oh wait, I didn't do that. I should probably do that. Because I'm good at this. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. I shouldn't have made that, but it worked. Whew. We did it. Huh. Okay. I have the capacity to make homing shots now. Good. Well, if I equip the badge and have the space for the badge. Swift sword. What's so special about you? You are a sword that is fast. Yep, that is a fast sword. Yep. Okay. Mega Plum. Now that we're at a new fountain, I'll explain how the badge thing works. When you're near a fountain, you can adjust your badges. Right now, we've only got 3 capacity. And right now, I've got an extra protection heart and extra range damage. This takes 2 spots, so we're gonna be waiting a bit, I think, before we get the capacity to do anything with that. Because I don't know how to get more badge space yet. Considering we saw that there is more space for it, we know we can get more. It's just a matter of how and when. We're definitely getting through the enemies a little better with this axe as opposed to the shell axe, but it's not amazingly better. But I'll take what I can get. Every little bit will make this a little easier. Now, if my hair would stop touching my nose all the time, that'd be great. Ah, there's more bandits over here. Which, actually, that's a point. I didn't... Wait, no, we saw bandit armor. Never mind. I was about to say, I didn't see anything using the bandit stuff in there. But then, brain caught up and realized, wait, no, you did. You just don't remember. Ow. That camp, I think, was weaker than the other one. It might be you making that up, but I think this had less bandits in it. And they keep having doors that lead nowhere. Contrary to popular belief, pots are not for breaking for loot. They are, in this reality, for some reason, explosive. Discord is yelling at me. Okay. I am not being yelled at about anything important. Oh, looks like we may have found a bandit leader. Mongo, huh? Okay, you certainly look like a Mongo. Oh, he's spinning. He's spinning, he's spinning, he's spinning. Okay, you can just calm right down with that hammer, buddy. Okay, hey. Cool it. What did I just say? Here. This bomb will help calm you down. Oh, there it is. I knew he was gonna have something else up his sleeve. He was going way too easy on me. Though his projectiles do hurt a lot. I'm betting taking a hit from that hammer would hurt more, though. At the current rate, though, we got this. I say nearly getting myself killed. And there he goes. Another heart container. And... okay. Makes sense that he'd have a buff for melee, considering he is Hammerman. And thankfully he restored our health. I expected a hammer. Instead we got a ruby staff. Certainly is a staff. Yep, that's a club. Okay. Well, this place certainly seems great. I'm sure this is a massive improvement over the Cave of Crabs. I dislike this place already. Immensely. Oh no. I have made a regrettable life choice. Well, I say regrettable. We might not live to regret this. The good news is we don't have much money right now, so if I get myself killed, oh well. As it turns out, after the first death, apathy kind of sets in a little bit. But considering everything we're getting in here is purple quality compared to the white and green and occasion, did we even see anything blue? Yeah, I think gold, yeah, gold is blue. So I think we're stepping above our pay grade a little bit by being in here. I think we are supposed to be in that crab cave first. But since we can survive this, we may as well profit from it in the process. Or, wow, okay. They realized I was going to try to profit from that and very much disapproved. Right, I know when I'm not wanted. I will leave. Goodbye. I'll take my ball and go home. The amount of bullets on screen in that area, though, does prompt a bit of a concern about where this game is going to be going. It is a concern I have been dwelling on since I purchased it. But I'm going to hope that I can make it work. Making it work will be far more likely if I stop blowing myself up. Not that I expect that to ever happen. More bandits. Come on, I already took out your boss. How about you guys just chill out and get out of here? I'll let you live if you just leave now. They don't seem to be about that idea. They seem quite aggravated that their boss has been defeated. Look at it this way. Now any of you could step up and be the new boss. Come on, I've made a power vacuum for any ambitious bandits. Come on. Just play along with me on that and get out of here. I know, defeating the guy who beat the boss is going to be even better for you getting leadership, but don't think about that. That's not important. That's not the way you want to be known. Especially since it ain't going to work. Well, they ain't getting that either. All they're gonna do is turn into loot themselves. They have instigated their own mugging. I take no responsibility for this happening to them. Ooh, bandit crossbow. Okay, there's some potential here. Oh no, not again! To the void. Ow. Oh boy. They've got spread shot now. God damn it, everybody knows spread shot's the most powerful. Once there's two of these, this is gonna be a serious problem. Okay, just calm. They don't track. Just be calm. Remember to dance. Do the dance of life. Do the dance of life, damn you! Dance better. Okay, we're straight away to the final phase. This is not as bad as it looks. I haven't had to dash much yet. It's like working the crowds in a retail store. It's like working the crowds. Come on, just keep away from the children. Eep, eep, eep. Aha! Neat. Nah, I think the crossbow will be better when I have a single target to deal with. So this golden bow probably outclasses it across the board anyway. Hard to really guarantee that one yet. One way or the other, we may as well loop back since we have a clear path to loop back to town and see what the... Ooh, this could be fun. What's this do? I see. Fair enough. Oh, I have made choices. I need to get out of this corner. I say as I go straight back to that corner. Yep, that's the right choice. Yeah, sure. So was catching all of those bullets with my forehead. These throwing knives seem to be pretty good, though. With a little luck, they'll turn into something better, though. Not gonna claim any credit on getting between those bullets. That was pure good luck there. Probably don't need any of that, but I may as well pick it up while it's there. I gotta remember I have those bombs that recharge when I'm hitting things, because probably would make my life a lot simpler when I'm getting piled on. Now, I had 500 gold in the bank before. Where did some of my banked gold go? I guess I spent it. Oh yeah, because I spent more money than I had before, so it does take money from the bank. Okay. The Swift Sword turns into a Claw Blade, okay. Don't really care about that right now, because I'm not using that. We didn't get enough Dark Steel. Okay. We haven't even seen a Jousting Lance, but that's a thing. Enchanted Oak and Spider Weave makes a Spider Octo Shot. So yeah, I think it's safe to say we're not meant to be in that swampy, spooky area, because this stuff is way out of our league by comparison. Yeah. We are most definitely not supposed to be there. Okay, good. That has been proven. But if I could just poke my nose in there enough... No. Don't be a fool. I know it's very tempting to be a fool, but don't do that. No. So, coming back here was an enlightening experience that was also mostly pointless. Yes, you can have more Mega Plums. Continue the hoarding. Yeah, ever since I saw that I could turn a weapon into another weapon, that's when the hoarding began in earnest. Everything's just getting piled in this box until it somehow becomes useful. Okay, so I guess it's off to make war upon the crabs some more. I do still hope they'll give me some manner of fast travel, because it doesn't take a long time to walk to places yet, but I'm betting it's gonna get there. And no, it will never stop being funny that the slimes will just randomly chuck themselves into the river. Okay, we're back in Crabclaw Chasm. They really did do well with the music in this game. I haven't found a track that I don't like yet. I'm sure I'll find one. 'Cause there's almost always, like, one track in an OST that's just, like, at least a little eh. Not necessarily bad, just either doesn't fit or just doesn't quite fit with the person listening to it. Just doesn't hit right, you know? Get gnomed. I know he's not a gnome, but he dresses like one. Oh boy. I pooped a bomb in fear. Capabilities you never knew you had until you were terrified. The power to poop a bomb out of sheer fear. Well, this is ironic. Of course, I burn a heal right as I find a fountain. Oh well. At least we get one more defense, yet again. Like, I think a good, like, half of our current defense is coming from fountain bonuses. It's a bit bad. I'm definitely in the glass cannon category, as I do. So there's a new area over there. There's a new area over there. Of course there's a town in the horrible death zone that is that spooky area. There's not one in the chasm. This is probably gonna lead to that. And this one will probably lead to that one. I'm not sure why some of these have a square underneath them and some of them don't. But I guess I should head that way. Or at least that's a sound theory, I guess, for myself. Whether it pans out or not, well, we'll see. Gift for you. For some reason, I thought I was going to magically go through that wall, even though I've never managed to phase through a wall in this game beforehand. It's just like that whole thing where when you're really uncomfortable being near someone, you just try to wedge yourself into a whole new reality. Well, we have entered the typical desert section, I see. Which has obsidian. Okay. And scorpions that are awful. Man, I don't like these things already. That is a lot of shots. If you could kindly just stop. Just... have you considered stopping? Oh boy. I don't want to be a part of the turtle club. No, I'm not turtly enough. Leave me alone. Enough out of you. And yes, my references are going to be all over the place. No, half of them have lost meaning. When death approaches, you will say anything. This is just how it is. New flail. Okay. Sure. I accept these charges. As to how flails work, they work as expected. And yes, you can just hold this indefinitely. The chain does not do damage, though. That's something you'll want to keep in mind if you use a flail. Oh, here we go again. Let's see if I can ace this one like I did the last one. I'll give you a hint. Probably not gonna happen. Especially if Discord keeps lighting up at me. Discord, what do you want? Why are you mad at me? Discord remains angry. Its secrets will never be revealed. Fair enough. Now, how these work is I've got to not get hit at all for those just coming in. And each time, these eyes have a different gimmick as to how they shoot. This time it's apparently spinning patterns. The last one was spread shots, and the one before it was homing shots. And the first one was just simple single shots straight towards you. Each time I succeed, it adds an additional eye, or apparently in this case, one eye just shooting significantly faster. Okay, you can calm down anytime now, game. You could just cool off right now. That'd be great. Still only one? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, the good news is we can start from that stage of it. Gonna have to start dashing now. Boy. They don't like me. They really don't like me. I might actually need to switch hands for this and let my dominant hand try to do this. Because my left hand ain't the smart one. But it's also the one I've been using for movement since I started gaming, so I guess maybe that wouldn't be the best solution. I don't know. Actually, I know what the best solution is. Stop getting chased into a corner by bullets. That would be the best solution. Eep, eep. Nope. Oh yeah, and remembering dashing exists. That would also be a beneficial choice. All things considered, this one's not the most ridiculous. So far, the worst one's been the homing bullet one, because once there gets to be 4 of them at the same time, you just couldn't move much. Magic weapons deal bonus damage to enemies with full health. Okay. Not that we're gonna have room to put that badge on right now anyway. We have acquired a fair few badges, and 90% of them have not been helpful. The camera has gotten bright as all anything again. Why is it doing that? That's a little bit better. I think it's because I just shifted position, so now the light's on me again. More. We're also in a brighter area. Whoa, that's a cow. Mad cow. Angry cow. No, 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 no. Oh, man. Getting some nuclear throne vibes from this area. Ah, there's bouncing, exploding cacti. At least I'm going to assume it's going to explode, considering it's blinking. Yep. It just didn't explode, it just popped. I happened to see this come out yesterday on Steam, and I looked at it, wasn't sure how to feel about it, kept thinking about it, ended up buying it. Really surprised by how good it is. It's not like the next mind-blowing game out there, but it's really good for its price. If you buy it on Humble, it was like $11 or $12. If you buy it on Steam, it's like $15. It's a really good value for the time you'll get out of it, as long as you can handle bullets flying at you from every possible angle on a constant basis. The health system's a lot more forgiving than most bullet hell situations, though. You actually, you know, have a health bar instead of dying in one hit, and each of these hearts is actually multiple hits instead of just one hit, the heart's gone. Ah, I see. Those mages are just gonna be a thing now, huh? Okay. Well, on the bright side, we'll be able to make all kinds of obsidian things, and hopefully that will be actually a good thing, and not just, oh, we made a bunch of useless crap. And it certainly won't be making a portal to anywhere awful, hopefully. I feel like I should be able to do something with this. Bomb it? Nope. It's just full of lies. Okay. Or can I push it? Nope. Was worth a shot. This is a bad place to be. It's also really unfortunate to have two real big health bar guys in here again. But I'm getting the feeling that we're just gonna have to start getting used to enemies that have a lot of health. At least he drops a lot of money. Comparatively. Yeah. That's a significant improvement for me, since it actually switches to a damage type I'm using. And it doesn't look half bad, either. Doesn't match the hat anymore, but that's fine. %10 more death for them without increasing the amount of death for me is absolutely fine. Don't mind me as I just break everything. Wait, there's one more thing I can try. Vandalism. Nope. Oh boy. I don't think I want to know what that guy does. But I get the feeling we're not going to be able to stop him from showing us what he does. Riding the razor's edge of disaster here. Ah, he makes more skeletons. Kindly stop. Everything that you're doing, stop. Whew. Can definitely tell we're on the right track for difficulty, because it's getting bad, but it's not getting ridiculous yet. Whereas, for bits and pieces of that spooky area, I almost couldn't see the floor for all the bullets that were coming at me at a time. And that was when we just got there, so we can imagine that that place is going to get worse. Can't help but notice that there's not as many of the shrines giving us a bonus anymore, too. So that's a thing. I guess I shouldn't have complained about getting 1 defense per shrine. Because now we're not going to have that anymore. I've ruined it for everyone. I got too greedy. Now I must pay the price. I got 2 archaeologist hats, apparently. Well, it's a better bowman's hat entirely, so there we go. We are now Indiana Jones. Complete with just as much wanton destruction of any archaeological dig I find. Get out of here, you weird yellow Phanto. Here, catch. Well, we're almost to a dungeon, so that's gonna be great. Ooh, cursed mask. That could either be real good or real bad. Depends on their definition of cursed. Ooh, lose defense, gain power. Yeah, no. Not at the rate we're getting bodied already. No, thank you. If you want to just hang out there and take these hits, I don't mind. I'm a little confused by it, but, you know. I don't judge. That's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. I just might find it a little weird. I do appreciate that they actually modeled some projectiles to actually be a projectile instead of just all being balls of pain flying towards me. Now I get to know what's killing me. I died to an arrow. I died to a flying bone. Things like that. I don't trust this thing in the middle. This thing in the middle feels like it's gonna shoot at me. Or spew flames or something. That High Priest needs to be the first one dead, because he keeps buffing these little bastards, and I don't appreciate it. Only I may be buffed. We're not out of the woods yet, huh? Okay, fair enough. It will never cease to amaze me how the slow bullets are the ones that get me. I just disregard them as a threat, and then suddenly, bonk, there I go, getting hit in the side of the head. Let's go check out this dead end, otherwise we're gonna have to loop back. I have to imagine if you were a melee character, these scimitar-wielding ghosts would be a lot more dangerous. With range, they just kind of get stuck in a corner until they can dash out, and then they get stuck back in the corner again, and then they dash out, and then they die. Fun fact, you can in fact dash off cliffs, as demonstrated there. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. We're probably gonna die here, because there's just not enough room to move, and I ran out of potions too soon. That's a lot of gold to lose. Ooh, boy. Of course everything respawns. Because, you know, can't have it be too easy on the player. No, 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 no. On the bright side, this means I can get my money back, to a degree. It does also mean I can get my head absolutely kicked in. Suspicious. I suppose I should be thankful that everything that hits me doesn't get stronger like an undungeon. If there was a mechanic like that in this, I don't think this would be playable. I think that would have just been the end of it. Okay, got rid of the big guy first this time. Now we focus down the healer. And now we die. I was about to make a joke about it, realized I was about to kill myself anyway, and then tried desperately to avert reality. Unfortunately, fate could not be set aside that time. We've got a lot of obsidian, and we've got a few poison sacks. I think it might be better to tap back to a town, because I don't think we're quite strong enough for that dungeon. At least not with the way I'm playing right now. I either need to start playing better or get better gear. And unfortunately, of the two, getting better gear is a lot more likely to happen. Just get rid of those duplicates. His enemies are just taking too long to kill for the amount of bullets that they are able to deploy on the screen. And we can't just run past them either, because areas get locked when enemies are spawned, so... It might be of value to me to start actually upgrading my equipment, even if I can't make better things. I should start giving them +1 at least. Thankfully, these necromancers seem to only be able to bring back little skeletons. They can't just, like, bring the scimitar skeleton back or anything. If they could do that, that would also be a big problem. That's a move I probably should be using more. Dash in, drop bomb, dash out. The only problem with that is if I time that even slightly wrong, I'm just gonna get myself pasted into the floor. We are definitely making a decent amount of money back, though I can't help but notice that money's not really that important. Like, I don't know if money becomes much more important later or something, but right now it really seems like money's mostly pointless, aside from to upgrade my equipment. In ways that crafting can't. Which, yeah, that is important, but not enough to warrant worrying about dying too much, I would say. Those bullets hurt a lot. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't recognize these weird worms, but I don't like them. I don't like them at all. No, sir, I do not. We could detour down... Wait, there's a town. We're gonna detour down there. Not only is that a much shorter trip, but there might be something useful in that town. I'm so glad I bothered to look at the map. If I hadn't looked at the map, I would be very sad when I realized there was a town there later. Yes, yes, turtle power and all that. I get it. Leave me alone, turtle. I don't have your pizza. That was a really dangerous spot to try to heal. And for some reason, the game allowed it. I gotta wonder why the game's giving me so much gold. There must be more I can make with gold than I got. Because it really seems like we're getting way too much. I've got 115. Then again, I've got 140 iron I really don't have much use for either. And I guess part of it is the fact that this can be played local multiplayer, so you would need an extra amount of resources in order to supply another player. And a lot of local multiplayer stuff doesn't necessarily scale. And by the same token, I don't know how much I would recommend playing a game like this locally multiplayer, because you're going to get your partner killed on the edge of the screen. Unless you really can work in concert with that other person. But, you know, if you're not worried about that works out just fine. But if you are, buyer beware. Oh, well, this was a great choice. We have found the queen worm guarding the town. So I get the distinct impression we are not surviving this fight with my 1 heart of health. Whatever she's going to decide to do next is probably going to be something I'm not going to be able to dodge well enough. Yep, there it is. Just can't turn a profit right now. On the bright side, we're in much better shape than we were last time. And we're not super far. And we know what we're getting into now. These are all things I'm telling myself to make myself believe that this might actually work out. The reality may be a very different animal. I think my current target prioritization is working out a little bit better. Oh, man alive. Why? Yep, I had no choice on that one. If I dashed out of that, I was gonna run into more bullets, so I was screwed no matter what I did there. Oh boy, there's some bad stuff here. Some real bad stuff. Like, I originally thought these cows were super dangerous. They're not bad. It's the scorpions and the turtles that are just nightmare. And even the scorpions aren't too bad when there's only one of them. When your screen turns into nothing but triangles, it's a problem. I'm not here to do geometry homework, damn it. I'm here to live. And I'd be the first to say, I don't know how I'm supposed to live in this situation. Because the turtles just fly in the second you try to heal. And anyone wondering, yes, you're stuck in place when you're trying to heal, and it takes that full animation of drinking down the whole bottle before it actually heals you. So it's a commitment to heal. I don't really have, like, a better way to clear multiple scorpions when they're that far apart. They're in the perfect triangle to just make it a nightmare to get through. To the point where I'm not even sure how we got through it the first time. Because it keeps spawning that same way, so I have to assume that that's a set spawn. Play seems to be just do this, rush the scorpions down and die. God damn. I may actually want to take that side path and see if I can come at the scorpions from the other side. Because I think that's the room where all the scorpions are that other path leads straight to. So that might be a valuable choice. If I fail again, I'll see if that leads somewhere good. But we may just find things that are just as bad. I'm not really sure why we took that much damage that time. I've taken hits from multiple of those at the same time before, and it wasn't that big an issue. But I'm taking that as a sign that I'm supposed to go this way. I am also taking the fact that there's an immediate turtle as a sign that this is going to not be the best. And of course the scorpion's hiding back there like a bastard. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. There's a question mark here, so that might be something good. What's this? Oh, bomb power-up. Bomb hits harder. Okay. Sure. Not really excited about that, but I guess it's a thing. Okay, so we've got two options. We can either go back into the scorpion room from the side and see if that works better, or we can go all the way around. I'm gonna opt for going all the way around, because if it means I don't have to fight that scorpion room ever again, I'm kind of okay with... maybe not. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not okay with that at all, because I'm going to get murdered by turtles again. Because their tracking is just so goddamn good. You have to dash to dodge those, but with how many other bullets there are in those rooms, you can't really get past that too well. It's just a kind of a bad deal all around. But yes, don't do that. So, I could go all the way back to the original town. We'd be guaranteed to at least be able to make a couple things and start to improve our situation a little bit. I could try to check the rest of the desert, or I can just leave and go up north and disregard the desert that way as well. Not counting the obvious option of just bullheading straight forward and continuing to try to get past this. Is I'm assuming at least one of those dead ends probably has either a power-up or a new weapon in it, which might help shake up the situation enough to help. What I really need to be doing is just being more patient, probably. Almost always, my impatience gets me in trouble, so I would not be surprised if this is another case of that. But I'm going to try that side path one more time since we got bodied pretty early on it. Which I don't think it should have gone as badly as it did. I think I just did a sloppy play and it backfired on me hard. On the bright side, we'll have more poison sacks in case those are good for anything. Okay, there definitely are sometimes different spawns, because this had 2 turtles in it last time, and there's now 2 scorpions in here. I'm not really sure that's an improvement, but it's a different thing, at least. And it's at least a lot easier to kill. The scorpions aren't as tough. They just are more dangerous, technically. I'm really gonna stop saying things like that. The game always punishes me when I say something is either not dangerous or something else is more dangerous. The universe disagrees with me on a constant basis. Okay, we've got a checkpoint much closer to the boss. That's actually phenomenal. Okay, I think we got this, because the boss itself ain't that bad. We just went into it with nothing. I'm gonna check this side path right quick. Make sure there's nothing good in it. Is anything we can take away that'll help us will be huge. The answer is this side path was pointless. It's just a mining zone for things we already have 100 or so of. I say as I pick it up anyway, because, you know, it's here. May as well. Ooh, Mega Plum. Okay. Bring that to make a better healing elixir. Ah, that's why there's such an excessive amount of worms in some of these areas. There's eggs. Okay. Okay, this is going immediately miles better. And it's about to turn around right now. Those worms blend into the ground so well. Get me every damn time. It's a real good thing we don't have anything super expensive we need. And I also now understand why there's a weapon with armor pen available at this stage of the game. Because you probably need it for those turtles. But we got through that, and we're in much better shape to fight the queen this time, so we should be okay. As long as I don't get suddenly really sloppy because we're in much better shape. Not saying that from experience with my own ability to jinx myself or anything. And of course it's doing a different pattern this time, just to defy my expectations that way too. You know what? He can stay while I heal. This way I don't trigger anything bad to happen. Oh, hi. Okay. And if it wants to just keep doing spawn phases, that's honestly fine. Especially when it sits there and takes a hit or two before it fades out to hide. As long as it doesn't, you know, start spawning scorpions or turtles. Which I have to hazard an assumption that some character types would probably handle those turtles and scorpions better than I am. Like, a mage might bypass the turtle's defense or something. I mean, that's probably potentially useful, but we've not really seen much in the way of debuffs. Can't stand this place. A little too hot for my liking. Maybe I can get reposted over at Spruce Point. But that place is pretty chill. I'm gonna bet that that's a damn ice area and he's being a punny little bastard. Hey, pig, come out from hiding behind your damn thing. We can now store 800 gold. Hooray. Yes, take all of my money. Okay, badge man, what do you got? Hello, little traveler. Have you come to browse my extensive badge collection? More badge slots. Flails spin faster. Get a damage buff from potions. All health restoration is better. Okay. Well, I'm definitely taking the badge slot increase. Because all the rest of those badges are useless otherwise. Need a supplies? You sell a heart container and a winged bow. That is twice as fast. Taking the heart container first, but I will keep your winged bow in mind, friend. And there will be a lot of pirates here. Let's see. Obsidian Boomerang. That's probably coming with me with its 94 damage. Obsidian Kabuto. Obsidian Plate Mail, both of which are attack speed. Yes, I was right! The knives do turn into something else. We can get bags of poison knives. Infection Staff and Poison Wave Tome. Well, we're gonna definitely upgrade our knives. Those knives have been pretty good to us, even though their damage fell off a bit. Now they'll do more damage, so they should be just fine. I'm gonna lose out in damage a bit, but I think the extra defense and the attack speed will balance out. I mean, I may as well just make obsidian everything. Why not? We are a ninja now. Oh yeah, these boomerangs are probably going to be glorious. Considering I get multiple out at a time, this is probably the thing I want. Combining that with the attack speed is going to be silly. We have spent all of the money, but that's fine. Yes, we have achieved full ninja. Complete with stars. Just cleaning out all these things that I'm not going to be using. In fact, yeah, this bow can go too. Not going to need that anymore. It served us well, but it's absolutely useless now. There we go. Much cleaner inventory. Ninja, 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 ninja. You. If I still had my gills, I'd dive deep into the sea. Heard there's some valuable pearls down there. Good for you. What do you got, barrel man? Arr, this be my barrel. Get your own. Fair enough. There's something evil lurking in Brinkreef. It turned me back on the seas for just a moment, and crunch! It got me hand. Fair enough. Aye, the seas have been restless of late. You'd be a maniac to venture out into these waters. Aye, me fortune was just told. A rough morning lies ahead. What you think that means? You're probably gonna get drunk and you're gonna fall in the river. Yeah, basically, we are going to go be a maniac, most likely. And this seems like the most trustworthy of modes of transportation. I see nothing wrong with this. I can't help but notice that there isn't a chef here to give these mega plums to. That slightly saddens me. But we have significantly better equipment now. Before we go on a wild detour, though, let's go back and deal with that dungeon. Otherwise, I'm going to end up across the universe, and we'll never get back to that dungeon anytime soon. There we go. I was about to say, did killing that boss pacify this area somehow? Oh, this is tearing through them so much better. This is night and day. I no longer have to live in fear. Mostly. Turtles are still terrifying. This game might be giving me a phobia of turtles. Ninja out of potions. Probably gonna die. Ow. Especially if I just take a cow to the face. Okay, we're right at the shrine, though. We're okay. This is when a cactus just bounces by and takes me out. Yep, these poison knives are worth their weight, too. Okay. I question poisoning a skeleton, but if it's working, I'm not going to question it that loud. Yeah, this is definitely much more effective on these stationary guys. Because I can just sit the boomerang on their head. Wrong button. Okay. I thought I was about to take a bad detour, and I was. Damn it. My greed's gonna get me killed with those big guys. I'm gonna go over to grab the money, and it's gonna blow up in my face. Best thing about these areas full of skeletons? No scorpions. And no turtles. Downside, all these stupid archaeologist pieces that I can't sell or anything. No. No stabby. Only ninja. You quit it with the raising the dead. Knock it off. Okay. This way. I mean, zombies and skeletons aren't the same thing, though. You know that. There's a skeleton inside every zombie, but there's not a zombie in every skeleton. Just be glad you weren't here for the oppression from the horrible, evil turtles and scorpions. That is the exact response I expected out of a statement like that. You can take your pick which of those statements I mean when I say that, because all of them are equally bad. Precisely. Isn't that the worst part? When I'm right, but you don't want me to be right? Is it such a nonsensical statement that it never should have needed to be uttered in the first place? It's fine. Just take another pull on your vape, you'll be fine. It'll sort itself out. That depends on how bad the run went. I would say my statements are probably still worse. And that's coming from the one who made them. I know what I am. And so do both of you. You should both know better. Uh-oh. Sun God. Oh, boy. No. No. None of you. No. I'm just going to use my physics-defying flail against you. And some knives. Of course, he used wall-defying lasers in return, so I suppose that was a fair fight. Fancy chest. Why does this look cursed? Why does this look like it's bad for me? Oh, no, it's just silver treasure worth 200. Okay. That was not worth the effort of getting here, but I guess we got there. Yeah, that sounds close, then. At least you weren't hag snacks. What? Gotta go all the way around to get that key. Sad. I disagree with you, game. It's pretty good. It's also not expensive, at least. Whoop, down the hole. That's a bit of a thing, though. Not sure how much you'll like that idea. Yeah. They keep closing all the doors in my face. The sad part is I'm carrying a pile of keys and I just haven't found anything to unlock with them. Everything's just been, no, you can't go this way. Oh, the priest buffed this crazy bugger. Another archaeologist hat. You're too late, I've gone full ninja. There's no coming back from full ninja. I appreciate that these bounce off walls, so I can get them around corners sometimes. Okay, Anubis. Cool it. Calm. Calm. He is now calm. Whoa. Hey, watch it. I have the feeling we're just not gonna go back for that door over there, and I don't know if I care. I feel like I should care, but I kind of don't. I'm kind of over this dungeon. I would like it to end. Especially if this jerk's gonna keep showing up. Right, I said Ra is a jerk. He's an annoying god. We can work on that later. He's in the wrong damn game. Yeah, he really does seem like he more wants to throw me into the sun. As you both know, I ain't that big on sunlight. I'd rather be in the dark, thanks. You want me to worship the sun or the moon? I'll worship the moon. I'll take the moon every day. Oh boy. This is getting out of hand. I think they got offended when I said I was over their dungeon. thought for a second I couldn't pick up another key because I was carrying too many. I was about to be very upset. And now we can loop back because, you know, hooray, that's a great thing to want. I have chosen poorly. I dislike this. I dislike everything I see here. We're gonna put a pin in that and come back to that idea in a minute. There isn't a fountain here either. God damn it. Trying to find a fountain so I may live. Instead, I found another mean bastard of a god who's gonna try to kill me. Who was not nearly as bad. Okay, health profit. I'll take it. Getting a bit concerned with this lack of fountains here, game. You won't like it when I'm concerned. And that's why I'm concerned. Well, there went a lot of gold. Such is life. Life is an endless sea of gold come in, gold go out. Well, I guess let's go over here now, since we're over here. Oop. Yeah, that's what I thought. Damn it. That's what I was thinking, and that's why I was regretting everything. Also, get out of my head. We both know you live in there a lot, but still, get out. Or at least start paying rent. You can afford it better than I can anyway. As I hurl myself into the river. I tried to fake him out by throwing myself in the river. That was not the right choice. It's been a while since we've seen a ring. Hello there. How you doing, H-Dub? Thank you for the follow. Still need to get those alerts working a little better, but one step at a time. It really does seem that way sometimes, doesn't it? I'm not sure which is worse, the red or the purple, as far as it being cursed goes. Fountain, so I stopped being nearly dead. And now we can at least make use of this shortcut. Why is this door still shut? Well, doesn't matter. Again with this. They slam doors in my face. It's like I'm not wanted here or something. You know, I'm totally not the intruder or anything, and they are completely justified in slamming doors in my face, but I still disapprove. Yeah. Been a while since I thought about that one. I haven't seen an update from that in ages either, though, now that I think about it. Yeah, that's true. It's time he moved on. Oh, those go through walls. Okay, fair enough. You're also being buffed by that priest. Great! I'm so happy for you, which is why I'm going to murder your priest in cold blood. I hope you don't mind. I think he minds. I think he minds a lot. I can't say for sure, but yeah, no, he definitely minds a lot. Good to know that all of this better equipment is really not as helpful as it may have first appeared. If anybody's wondering why I just threw all of that away, it's because it's all duplicates and you can't sell things in this game, so. Periodically just going to pitch everything out of the inventory and move on with my life. Until I start seeing things be made into 2 different items, then you may see me start double hoarding, and that's going to get really, really bad. It's bad enough that I hoard single copies of just about everything in case it makes something crazy down the line. If I have to start hoarding 2 copies of everything, it's going to get really embarrassing. And for those who don't understand the need to hoard all of those things, be glad you don't. That is the face of someone who understands. The amount of time it takes to heal is a real problem fighting things like that. Because he just really never stops attacking. So, I don't really know what the window against him is to heal. Because in the time it takes for me to heal, he's going to have switched patterns and started firing again. It's hard to say what the real play against that is. Aside from killing him faster. Which, that might actually be the way to go, is potentially don't worry about the priests and just try to rush him down immediately. Problem is, if I don't rush him down fast enough, those priests are just going to buff the ever-living hell out of him and he's going to become immortal. So I'm not sure if that's the play, but it might be. I've had worse ideas. I've certainly had plenty of worse ideas, as some people in this chat can attest. The bomb helps, but I only can throw 1 bomb and then I have to do a lot of attacks to recharge it. And it doesn't do as much damage as you might think. Certainly can't hurt, but I'm probably going to end up burning the bomb on the crowd before him to start clearing that a little more effectively instead of eating all of the damage in the universe, trying to deal with this instead. It doesn't help that that gate sticks up a little bit, so I keep getting stuck on it. That is another one, yeah. So the bomb might help get... Yeah, the bomb got rid of the priest just fine, so that still works. I healed early enough to not just die trying to heal. So bomb was a part of the solution. Okay, now it's just following me. Grab a nice damage boost. And now we take it to the big door, presumably, and we can get through. Yeah, it just becomes a game of, do you remember bomb exists? Huh. Okay. So I guess we need to go around the other side of this door here in order to get in. Which means we have to deal with this. Oh, okay. Those move faster than anticipated. Okay. Okay, I see. I'm learning. Things are being learned. Not fast enough. I got too greedy. I wanted to go too fast. No one saw that. That didn't happen. That definitely did happen, though. That one I'll accept. I'm so glad I didn't botch that right at the end. Now, wait a damn minute. Ah, that's why. That's why this door was shut, so you'd have to suffer through that. There's treasure. I see treasure right there. It is, in fact, right above my camera, just about. It's right there. I want it. No, many things didn't happen. You saw nothing. Just like you don't see me at 1 heart. No, that's not real. I'll work on it. That is definitely a thing that happens. We definitely see an amount of... Huh. Now, what, pray tell, am I supposed to do with this? Speaking of things I need an emote for, things getting stuck in random places they don't belong. That I have to then figure out a way to deal with. Yep. I have a boomerang. That's what the star you see me throwing is. But the thing is, the boomerang hits walls. That gate would have counted as a wall and it wouldn't have passed through. Okay, we opened the door so we can get back there easily enough. We just need to take a bit of a weird route now. If I'm remembering the routing in this place correctly. If I'm not, I'm about to take a horrible detour that's going to be a pain to do, and it's going to accomplish nothing. That might be a specific boomerang, and it may also be the area he was in still. I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but that is always an option. I certainly am not much better right now. Okay, all of that just for another 200 gold treasure. So we basically threw away more gold than we gained there. So that probably wasn't worth it. But I guess we did it. Hooray! That might be valid for an emote too, is just the very nonplussed hooray. Oh, boy. I think we all know where this is going. Yup. Yep, that's... Oh, boy. Okay. You wanna play like that game? I can play that way. That could have gone so much worse. Whew. Kind of like this. This is worse. This is immediately much, much worse. Especially when you cap on top of it the fact that I just blew myself up. Oh, we get to do this twice, huh? Okay. Yeah, sure, this is great. Three times! Okay. The entire Pantheon's here to piss me off. Oh wait, no one said you could block. Only I'm allowed to survive hits. Those are the rules. Are you kidding me? I fight those 3 clowns just to get a piece of copper? And a stack of goddamn hats? I feel very offended right now. Oh, thank God. If there was not a fountain here, we were going to have a problem. But since there's a fountain here, we're fine. Now it's boss time. Ignorant fool. The usurper must not return. I see. I see, and I do not like. Zero out of 10, not a fan. Oh, I like this less. I thought I didn't like the other thing. I like that one less. Especially when I fumble the buttons and throw a bomb instead of dashing, and then dash into death. That is certainly a way that could have gone. Okay, so we've learned a thing. We've learned that this guy's real mean. I voiced you once, I'm not voicing you twice. Ah, he's got a different pattern, too. Joyous day. This one is not better. Yep. I just kind of half threw that one away at that point because I just took so much so quickly that I don't think that was going to get any better. I think the boomerangs are still the best shot I've got at clearing this, since I can just shoot through his defenses. Could really do with something with more reach, but I don't think such things exist in this game. There was nowhere to go! If I dashed, I was more than likely going to throw myself into something else. I'm starting to wonder what the points of these potions are if I can't use them. Like, I'm sure there's probably a window in there somewhere that I'm supposed to use a potion, but oof. This is certainly a thing. I think this is an idea. Just stand on his head when he's in purple mode. That's a lot better than dealing with the awful angles of all of those shots. Yeah, when he's phase switching is definitely a 0.2 potion. And then this happens again immediately. Ugh. He hits so damn hard. I used to think that this game was forgiving for how many hearts it was giving me. Now I'm starting to think I might not have enough. Let's get some poison on him to start the fight. Yeah, I can imagine. But let's be real, the way I phrase things, it tends to be real odd. hearing me with no context of what I'm talking about. Just gets you into the corner, and then everything turns to fiery death. Is that making the experience better or worse? So I would not be surprised if there's been a few things that have caused Animal Jenga to be derailed. Okay, Pharaoh, I think you're really in denial, and I'm about to sink you in denial. This is gonna hurt. Just a little more. Got him. Oh, I'm so glad those shots didn't count. Oh boy. If those shots counted, that would have been mutually assured destruction, and I would have honestly accepted that. To be fair, can you go a day without saying that about me? I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure that's impossible. There's a the fuck did he say moment at least daily. Then it is true. You truly can slay the Undying. Quite the sight to behold. The old king wielded power far beyond what you or I could ever hope to fathom. He would slaughter most who posed a threat to his rule. For some, however, he would reserve a punishment far worse than death. Upon those he most despised, he would place a curse of Undying. The Undying are no longer bound by the constraints of mortality. Plagued by unspeakable hallucinations and malignant thoughts, they were to live eternally, sealed in the king's underground chambers. With the king banished, the Undying now protect the archpieces at my behest. A line of defense I had long thought ought to be impenetrable. What are you? And yeah, there's some good character design in here for how very minimal a lot of it is. And no, I make zero promises that I will remember what voice I just gave Maxima the next time we see them. But given their character, I'm more than likely going to reach for the same thing a second time anyway. So it'll probably be fine. And for the sake of my throat, I'm not going to voice everything. I'm just going to try to voice important things. Or something I think I can do something well with. Especially this time of year, you don't want to push your luck with anything relating to the throat. So, one moment. Okay, and we're back in. Apologies for the delay. I suppose we may as well hit up the town. Actually, no. We didn't get anything new, so there's not really a reason to hit up the town. And we're also still kind of broke. I guess I should check the other half of the desert just to make sure we're not leaving anything significant on the table. Might regret that choice, but you know. Only way to find out is by going there. And everyone will get to see how awful dealing with scorpions and turtles are. So we may not even see that if I keep getting myself mauled like this. Well, it's only just released. Give it a bit. I know a few people who are looking into it, so I'll see what they think a bit as well, if they say anything. But I never really held out a huge amount of hope for that to be good. I just had suspicions about that one. So what was the big thing people were complaining about with it? Nope. Bad cow. Bad. Ah, okay. So things that if somebody can actually set up their own server could easily be fixed. Worm spit cannon, you say? We have a shotgun. Okay. Yeah. Team's been holding out on me. I got a shotgun now. It does seem like a bunch of enemies have a weapon they can drop, or armor, or a ring, or something, but it's pretty damn rare. That said, for all that I got a bit excited about this shotgun, the damage on it's not amazing. It says 108, but I disagree. Ooh, shell sloth helmet. Makes me attack slower, but gives me 4 more defense. I'm okay. I am known not to forfeit at attack speed. I will forfeit many things. Attack speed is not one of them, unless things get real bad. Nothing can hurt you if it's already dead. Oh god. So many scorpions. No, not again. If I wasn't able to kill them better than I was before, this would have been another tragedy, because those things just shoot so much. What's in the box? A spear. Yep, that sure is a spear. That is a lot of damage. And it has armor penetration, so that's good. Should probably go clear up the path up there. That's a small dead end. Yeah, that kills turtles so much faster. That's without even having any bonuses toward melee damage or anything like that. So it is just purely they have such insane defense, then. We got a flower. It's a magical weapon. Okay. It's a me, Mario. Eh. Not so much. Okay, this side of the dead end was just that, a dead end. Good. And on the Icarus thing, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not an option immediately. 'Cause I don't even know if they've rolled out the ability for people to make their own servers yet. If they ever even will allow that as an option. 'Cause some of those don't allow for that at all. They want to keep full control. Oh, hey. Hey, ads. Welcome to the show, and thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Hey, Gems. Glad to hear it. If I remember right, you were playing Icarus, as it turns out? We were just talking about that, and how the reviews didn't sound too great for it. Okay. So, pretty typical for games of that style when they're first coming out, so hopefully it'll iron out a bit then. Yeah, fair. That is definitely becoming an unfortunate trend. Which, as long as they clean up after the fact, that's fine. Just the ones that don't ever get cleaned up are the problem. There he is. Can't move on till the room's clear, so had to find where the little bugger kept hiding. Things are happening. At a bit of a pace now. Just a little bit. Whew. Another new fountain. And another another defense bonus. Does this lead to a new area, or is this just more desert? Probably more desert. Yeah, dead ends down at the bottom there, actually, so this is, pardon me, not worth my time, probably, but we may as well finish the path since we've already started. That one was pointless, okay. Fair enough. Hopefully the other one has something in it. That's completely understandable, and I appreciate you showing up. Have a good night. Yeah, that'll be the way that goes. As well top up. So, for those just coming in, and I may as well explain what's going on here a little bit. The type of game this is should be pretty obvious by now. Oh, but this is Archvale. What I'm trying to do is reassemble all the broken parts of, well, I believe it's just called the Arch, to save this world from basically being ruined by that being gone. In a similar layout to, say, a Zelda game or something like that, we've got to travel to dungeons scattered all across the map, defeat all of the things guarding each piece of the arch, and then just put it back together. I don't know much beyond that, because I've just been kind of flying by the seat of my pants on this. This is where we've been so far. We've gone through your typical green forest zone, a tree area. We went through a cave full of crabs. We finally finished the desert full of skeletons, scorpions, and awful things. And unfortunately, I think our next stop is a swamp that I poked my head into and basically got my head tore off pretty much immediately. So, things are going to only get better from here, is what I'm trying to tell you. In a nice change from most bullet hells, we have an actual amount of health. And the green dots you see up there are how many dashes I have available at a given moment. We have 4 healing potions, and we can drop a bomb every so often based on how much we're doing damage to enemies. That is both helpful and sometimes doesn't really do a whole lot. At the rate I'm going, yeah, I'll wear this ring of almost double my defense, yes. I'll lose out on a little bit of attack speed, but I think that's a fair trade at this point. Considering the capacity I have to dodge all this is rapidly falling out of my hands. Okay, that is every tile of the desert. No? I don't have to cover every tile, and I'm not aiming to 100% the game, because I don't know what that entails. But something just habitual hits every time I'm to sit there and clear every bit of a map. Still gotta say, I think the soundtrack might still be the best part about this game. It's nothing mind-blowing, but it is just very solid music. Actually, now that I think about it, there is another zone here. This might be where I'm supposed to go instead of Spooky Awful Land? I don't know. We'll have to take a look. Of course, stupid crab. And Bubble Scepter. Okay. Don't think I care about Bubble Scepter, but I guess it's a thing. I'm not sure where this pot came from. Be gone. Not sure why there's a shrine here. Seems like a weird dead-end place to put it. Well, I guess having them periodically never hurts. But this definitely seems pointless to be here, so... Another Mega Plum? If I get enough of those, I can increase the power of my health potions. So I'm always on the lookout for those. Goddamn crabs and gnomes, gnomes and crabs, crabs and gnomes. Crabs and gnomes, crabs and gnomes. No. No, no, no. Enough of that. Enough of that already. Probably was supposed to have this a lot sooner. Though, it's 48 damage. That might still be viable. Especially if each arrow does 48. That might actually be good. No, both of them together do the 48. Okay, that's... Nah, that's out of date. We should have finished this place off before going into the desert. No surprise. That probably would have eased our transition into the desert had I gone through these last couple rooms first. Rather than going, ooh, new area, and running off like an idiot. Oh well. This is how you learn. By getting your head kicked in, and by making a mistake. Another Mega Plum. I think between the two of those, that might actually be enough to get another upgrade when we finally see the chef again. I didn't see him at the desert town, which was mildly concerning. And I may actually be going the wrong way right now, in hindsight, because there was a path across the water we could have taken to go to another area from the desert town, too. I don't know which one they intend me to go on, but I'm just gonna follow this land route first, since it's connected to where I got to the desert from. So I feel like that's probably closer in progression. But the only way to find out is by either succeeding or dying in here. Well, this is concerning. The music is certainly ominous. It's full of goo. Okay. And these guys. Okay. So big, scary armored dudes and slimes. And undead essence is material here. Okay. Okay. We are getting very full of things. I'm gonna get rid of the spider weave and the wisp essence because we'll be going back to that area and getting that stuff properly soon. I would assume soon, anyway. We need a town, though. Okay, there's a town there. At least I'm assuming that's what that is. Because it's the same icon as a town, just for some reason it has an arrow on it. Okay, that's... yikes. He's got blast waves to deal with. That's a mechanic we haven't seen yet, I don't think. Jesus. Okay. He does not like me. And Don't worry, the feeling is mutual. I really am disliking him. And I'm dead. Oh boy. Maybe we don't want to go this way. Maybe going this way is bad. Because he was not taking much damage from my attacks at all. He did not particularly care. So, I guess it's backtracking time. I don't think we're meant to be in there. And don't get me wrong, I probably could win that fight, but man, would it be a ball ache. And I don't think it's worth it to me. Bomb upgrade. Always helps to make the bomb a little more worthwhile. Oh, you're not hostile. Laddie, what are you doing here? This be crabland. Them crabs are a bunch of crafty critters. They pick your eyeballs out from your skull. I only survived so long because I learned them crabs inside and out. Yes, sirree. I learned to walk like a crab. Learned to talk, to think like a crab. I learned to be the crab. If you want to rip them crabs from their shells, take this here crab hammer. Might not be good for much, but crab killing's all you need when you're down here. Get out there, laddie. Arm yourself. Okay, I have received crab hammers. I see. He might be insane, but these hammers are a thing. They're certainly a thing. They are not worth anything to me, but they are certainly a thing. And they might upgrade into something better. It's the only reason I'm keeping them. But I would say it's safe to say he has been down here a little bit too long and absolutely insane. Spook. They are many, they are legion. Hey. He doesn't seem to hurt nearly as much as the other one did. Yeah, he's only doing 7 damage a hit. I get the feeling we're going the right way now. Given the significantly more achievable opponent we're dealing with. Can I poison a ghost? Turns out, yes. Yes, I can. And that's that. Ghost busted. Oh. They made the same joke. Shock and surprise. What is this? Dagger mastery. Daggers fire long-range projectile. Daggers might be worth it now. Emerald ring. Range damage increase. Why do you have to make me choose between living and killing? So I think we all know what I really want to pick. But I think we all know that I really shouldn't pick that. Still, that is another dead end. And that is the crab chasm completely taken care of. So I either go back to the desert town and cross over the ocean, which will take me most likely to this piece of the arch over here. We try to brute force our way past the slime and get to this piece of arch. Or we brave the spooky zone over here and try to get access to other arch pieces. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try the ocean travel and hope that works out in my favor, since that seems like a more direct progression, now that this has proven to be the opposite of what I expected. I'm carrying probably enough crab shells to build a couple of those crazy crab men if I really wanted to. Fun fact, I don't. That seems like a terrible idea. We are gonna have to fight our way back through the desert again, which is going to be a thing. To the best of my knowledge, this game does not have fast travel. Or at the very least, we still have yet to get it. Okay, yeah, I have an amount of crab shell. I've got 2 full stacks of it. Let's just get rid of one of those. I don't think I'm ever going to need that many crab shells. Left the wrong thing up the other monitor. There we go. See, it wasn't doing anything before. Because I thought it would just be a matter of clicking on it from the map, but it wasn't doing anything. Do I have to physically be standing next to the fountain? Do you know how that... Ah, I have to hold the button. Things the game did not bother to tell you at all. Well, that would have saved me like an hour of frustration. Are you sure about that? Because I swear to you it didn't, and when I tested this last night. But I may have just been that far gone when I tested it last night that I missed it. Yeah, I remember him telling me about it. I just don't remember him saying that you could warp between them. Okay, I'm glad the teleportation is available now, because apparently we're not actually getting anywhere with that idea. I wouldn't go that far, but it's certainly going to make things easier. It's just a much shorter game now. Okay, we can upgrade the twin shot. That might actually make that relevant. The hoarding continues. Everything I'm not gonna use just goes in a pile. If things could be sold, I would sell these, but instead, into the pile they go. There's not... Yeah, there isn't a guy who buys stuff either. Here, buy my treasure. There we go, Healing Bro 3. Okay, I need 2 more. Should check the rest of the stuff that we got material to make but don't have the rest of it. Never did get the fungus hat. Soul Thief Spear. We've got a bag of poison knives already. What is this? Okay, that's made out of swamp stuff. Which, I guess we're going to the spooky swamp next, because living vines sound like something we'll find there. So it's actually just as well that we went here, that we can just warp up to here. Now that we know that that works. And no, I'm not gonna stop just kind of nudging at that in annoyance. Because I am a bit annoyed about that. Oh, don't you start with that. Need I remind you of all of the times I've had to dig you out of a similar hole? Uh-huh. That's what I thought. This is definitely a lot more manageable than it was when I wandered in here before going to the desert. It was pretty bad in here before. It was never outrageous, but it was definitely worse than the Crab Chasm was, which was the only other place I had to compare to at the time I got here. Oh. We just get a free octo shot, huh? Okay. Well, that's a thing. I almost feel like I should have pressed on a little further, because I would have had this octo shot. And again, this thing doesn't seem like it's mind-blowingly powerful. It's pretty good. Alright, group, chill it out. Calm down. Gator Mage Staff. Okay, fair enough. Not on the path of the mage this time, but that is certainly a thing. Just like this room, because oh boy, this is a thing. Now I get the feeling my inventory is going to get filled with Gator Mage Staves. Yep, that certainly is a sword. It does bleed, which is nice. It's got a good amount of attack speed, decent damage, mic punching happening. Oh good, we get to do one of these after so long. This is gonna go well. So what's the gimmick for this one? Ah, lines of shots. Okay, fair enough. This actually isn't going to be too bad then. At least till there gets to be more of them. I'm still gonna botch it here and there because I am pretty fucking out of it at this point. But, you know. Which, actually, if I can't do this after a few tries, this might not be a bad ending point. So we are approaching the 3-hour mark, which ain't half bad. And for after a long day's work on top of that. Didn't think I was gonna make it out of that one. Okay, that's stage 1. Now there's 2 of them, and this is about to get really bad. Like I said, really bad. Because there's gonna get to be just so much coverage that you're just going to keep landing on them. Yeah, no. I think that'll do for now. But before I run off into the night... let's see what's going on. Yeah, sure, that'll work. Okay, I'm gonna be sending y'all off to join me in raiding someone again tonight. Those of you who do not want to go along with it, that's fine. Let's get this moving along. And of course, thank you all for being here tonight.